Japan, 11th of March 2011. A magnitude 9 earthquake rocks the country. CTBTO's monitoring stations around the globe record the event.
In the seconds and minutes after that earthquake, the acoustic energy or the elastic energy from that earthquake spread around the world and was picked up, recorded by all the IMS stations, more importantly the seismic stations and the hydroacoustic stations. The data from those stations is transmitted here in Vienna, and then it's immediately transmitted from Vienna out to the tsunami warning centres where they can use that data for their tsunami warning purposes.
At the Earthquake and Tsunami Center of Japan's Meteorological Agency in Tokyo, aftershocks from the earthquake mean that staff are on constant alert to issue tsunami warnings if necessary.
After the March 11 event, the seismic activity has become very high. And as you have seen here, so many aftershocks. We are using the IMS data from 25 stations. The IMS data is maintained by the PTS, CTBTO, and it's a kind of a very well maintained and guaranteed data, and the transmission time is very fast. So yes, it's one of the most reliable data.
But the force of the March tsunami was devastating. More than 20,000 died in the onslaught. It wiped away towns and crippled the Fukushima nuclear power plant. Takasaki Station, 200 kilometers away from Fukushima, was the first international monitoring system station to detect radioactive materials released from the stricken nuclear plant.
Actually, the first detection was not the radiation in the filter. The radiation entered the Takasaki station and the system was detecting the radiation in the background. Well, this was telling us that there's clearly a severe damage happening in the reactor side. There was no question about that.
Yeah, we saw a quite unusual scenery on this window. This window almost became red, both sample and background. That means quite a huge amount of radioactive xenon is inside the sample and background.
The effects of the earthquake, tsunami and nuclear accident showed up on all IMS systems. At radionuclide stations, for example, more than 1,600 detections were recorded from Fukushima. The system is so sensitive it can record radioactive levels at least 1 billion times lower than those harmful to human beings.
With atmospheric transport modeling, we were then able to track the movement of the plume, which eventually went to the US and Canada and Europe and throughout the Northern Hemisphere. Now, this data was made available to our member states, and because of their high reliability, there was sufficient confidence among our member states to utilize the data in providing guidance to their respective governments about radiation protection implications for members of the public.
The CTBTO data sharing system is transparent and it is equal. During the Fukushima crisis, some 1,200 institutions, including public health authorities, had access to CTBTO data in real time.
This was really tragic for Japanese people. The damage and the suffering of the human beings is enormous. But it was also a big test, a stress test for our whole system of CTBTO. And this was a proof that it is working extremely well in the stressful situation like this.